Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. And we welcome you once again on the stages of Rising Athletes of Jammu and Kashmir from the sets of Maulana Azad Stadium, Jammu. An all-important match of veterans category over here. This is HINGLAJ Cricket Club versus Nalmut Cricket Club. Just let's start with the toss. It was HINGLAJ Cricket Club winning the toss and having no hesitation in electing to bat first. HINGLAJ Cricket Club are off the mark. We have got 2 runs on the board. Jamaat Ali just having the ball in his hands. If we look at the 2 frontline batsmen who was walked down to the centre, it's Amrit Rena and Rajesh. Rajesh is off the mark. The play stopped for a while. Don't know the exact reasons behind. I guess the umpires are having some issues discussed over there. And it will be surely coming to the view wide. Jamaat Ali just having the ball in his hands and has started the operations for NCC. And still the play is stopped. Maybe umpires will just start the game once again. We're not sure about the pretty reason behind why. we are back now. The game is resumed. Still not aware about the pretty reasons behind why the game was stopped for a while. But now we are back with the action. First over in progress. It's a Jamaat Ali. It slips in place. There he goes, right arm over into Amit Raina. That's outside the off stump. It does keep low, and once again, low bounce comes into the action. If we look at the fielding spots on the offside, we have a slips in place, a backward point, a cover, and a mid-off. And driven this one, that's in the gaps. The ball is running with speed. And the first boundary coming up from the blade of Amit Raina. The good thing about the shot, he just reached the pitch of the ball. And just have a full command on that. Just look at that, lovely shot. And that's a good extension of the arms. Hits the first boundary of the innings. Comes from the blade of Amit Raina. And he opens his account in a very, very impressive style. Kane just waiting and just playing it late. That's again a lovely shot. That's called a delicate touch. And he finds a very, very impressive result. 2 boundaries on the trot. And Amit Raina, he is looking in sublime touch at the moment. And taking the total of his team, HINGLAJ onto the double figures. Now it's 10 for no loss. And turning out to be a very good over, a very fruitful over for HINGLAJ Cricket Club. Here goes Jamaat. This time Kane was trying to play it late, but the low bounce got better of the man. A dot to finish, first over gone. HINGLAJ just winning the toss. They're 10 for no loss. It's a very good day. The sun is out. Even though we started the match a bit late, still I believe we are heading towards a very wonderful T20 cricket match over here. Vivek Raina, you can see behind the stumps, a very good cricketer. And he also scored 65 a day before, and it was not out, but unfortunately his team had to lose. Today it's a do or die situation for both the teams. And guess what? Who is the man who is about to start? It's Dada. Dada, the man who resembles Russell Arnold of Sri Lanka. These days, Russell Arnold doing commentary, and he was a wonderful left-hand batsman. And just look at his bowling action. It does resemble great Chaminda Was. Starts off with the slips in place, and it starts off with the don't one as well. No run resulted. I'm your English commentator, Baba Nisar, and today the first match of the day. Even though that was not about to be given the live coverage, that's why we would not have a label over there. But now the second match of the day. It's HINGLAJ Cricket Club and NCC, and HINGLAJ opting to bat after winning the toss. Good ball. Looking at that action, the bowling action of Dada. Absolutely. It was Chaminda Was who comes to my mind. And also, there was one more bowler from Sri Lanka, that was Sanjeeva De Silva. They would also have the same action. But this man is a very great all-rounder for his team, NCC. He bowls well, he bats well, he fields well. And plays it down to the cover as a fumble. That's sloppy effort, and the runs will leak out. Single takes a total on to 11. It's going to be Amitrena back on the strike now. Oh, goodness me. That was a lovely ball. Keeping low again, trying to play it late. That pitch again, just playing completely surprising for the batsman. Just look at that. No proper bounce. He was waiting for the ball to just bounce up to the expectations. And pitch doing the tricks over there, just not letting the ball bounce. And this one is up in there. Is somebody coming underneath? And I believe it's a very simple catch to the man with the jersey number 12. And Amitrena has to go back to the pavilion. Guess what? Dada strikes. And he strikes with a big man. Just look at that. He was committed for the stroke a bit earlier. He was aiming to hit over mid-wicket, caught the elevation. And mid-wicket making no mistake. So HINGLAJ, first bullet drawn for them. It's going to be 11 for 1. Dilip Ban goes, beg your pardon. Amitrena goes and Dilip Ban makes his way to the crease. And at the moment you are seeing some wonderful scenes out there at Maulana Azad Stadium, Jammu. We are live for Bharat Premier League under the banner of Rising Athletes of Jammu and Kashmir. Dada finishes his successful over on the last ball, got a wicket. And it's going to be the front line bowler back into the attack now. It's 11 for 1 and we're about to have the third over in progress. The pitch was rolled, it was given some water. It was rolled heavily. And we find Dilip Ban now just making his way down to the centre. Slip taken off. And a straightish point now. On the edge of the boundary I can see. And you can see Jamaat Ali is making some changes with the troops. And here he gets ready to start the fresh over. Consider 10 off his first one was a bit expensive. He will try to get stronger back. And starts off with a dot one. No run resulted. It's a T20 format in Bharat Premier League. And get ready for the women's category to get started in the evenings. It will be played here at Maulana Azad Stadium, Jammu. Here is Jamaat. Good ball. Just believing it, just coming the ball into the pads. The idea of Jamaat Ali just trying to bowl wickets to wickets. Not allowing the batsman to free the arm, was pretty straight at the top of the game. That's some good mind work, just doing great planning at the moment. Just trying to contain those runs, not allowing the batsman to get free. And again coming in, that was a lovely ball. It was pacey, it was nipping in. And Rajesh somehow just brought his bat down and played it straight along the track, straight to the bowler for no runs. 3 dot balls on the trot. And the batsman at the moment, Rajesh, will be trying to just change his ends. And keeping low down the leg stump, that's a white ball. And another run, another extra to the total, takes the total on to dozen now. And Jamaat Ali is a very good in swinging bowler. Look at Dada coming closer to him and just giving him some tips, maybe giving him some lessons where to just have to be the spot of the ball, the length of the ball, the line of the ball. There he goes again. That's again down the leg stump. That's wayward length and 2 wides on the trot. And just making the total reach on 13 for the loss of 1 wicket. And you're playing in T20 format. You have to be always so serious. You can't afford to have too many extras, because at times the extras can play a very big role for your team to just give that kind of verdict that we get at the conclusion of every format of the game. So better for Jamaat Ali. He just comes with strong line. He just prepares a bit, comes mentally strong, just adjusts his lengths and spots. That's better. And that is bowled him. The ball keeps low, and I was telling you he will be quite better. He becomes strong, and he does come strong. And guess what? Up stump has been knocked over, and Jamaat Ali strikes in his over number 2. And HINGLAJ loses their second. It's 13 for 2 now. The slower ball does the trick. He was committed early for the stroke. He was waiting for the ball. He was waiting for the pace. But Jamaat Ali, a brilliance from the man, just cut the pace off, an off cutter, and it just brought him the strike. It's 13 for 2 now, HINGLAJ, and they are in a spot of bother. Let's wait for the one. Let's wait for another man who just walks down to the center. And Jamaat Ali and Dada both have got the wickets to their totals. That's lovely bowling from both ends, and both the speedsters are surely bowling great. And just after having a word with Dada, I believe that surely. And that word along with Dada, I believe, just brought him into the more of the confidence. And he could see that as there was a word along, he just came back with a bang. He got the wicket, and Vicky is the 2 down batsman now, who walks down to the center, joining Dilip. I must tell you that being a commentator, I can keep on saying that this pitch is not really having a good bounce. It looks completely a pitch where it needs to be done with some more work. And just look at the balls, even though this space still not allowing the bowler to just rise the ball up, take the bounce from the track. Even though he's hitting the deck hard, he's using his shoulder strongly, and still the ball is not rising and bouncing up to the expectations of the batsman. That's why it's a very challenging track for the batsman, I believe. And goes Jamaat Ali last time in this over, and again outside the off stump, keeping low. A thought to finish, and a very successful over comes to an end with the help of 3 extras, 3 gone. It's 13 for 2 HINGLAJ. And here is Dada back into the attack now. Oh, goodness me, just bowling with that angle, taking the ball away from the batsman. And is such a lovely bowler of his team, NCC. He also adds to the batting, supports the team in all the departments, I tell you. I was having a talk with him. I did mention to him that he is just looking like Russell Arnold of Sri Lanka. And he said that yes, somebody around a year ago just gave me these kinds of words that I do look just like Russell Arnold. So I think that I picked him quite nicely. Here he goes. I bowled him! My goodness, what a ball! Through the defense, and Upstum is flying out on the ground, you can see. That is what I keep on telling you. This man has got a real talent, and he's showcasing it in the high case. What a moment for Dada. Wicket number 2, and HINGLAJ Cricket Club are absolutely struggling in a big way. Just look at the ball closely. And he exploits that defense between the bat and the ball. Oh my goodness, that's a real talent. Absolutely great skillful bowler, Mr. Dada. He gets the wicket number 2, and HINGLAJ 13 for 3 now. And they've got something to come with strongly back in the game. Can they? That's there to be answered. But I tell you, Dada is spot on. And he has bowled him through the defense. What a ball. Just a bit shape. And picking the target very nicely. Picks the wicket number 2 for Dada. And HINGLAJ struggling at 14 for 3 now. HINGLAJ. The wickets come and go. And not looking very controlled. And they have to be very serious with their middle order batting now, getting exposed quite early in the top of the game. And the question is, will the middle order just provide them some boost? And if you look at the bowling, especially Dada at the moment, he is bowling gem. He's pumped up, he's energetic, he's excited, he's got 2 wickets to his total, and he will be definitely liking to add some more. Here he goes, left arm, and again a good ball. That's a lovely bowling from the man, just believing in that up-stump channel and taking the ball away from the batsman, and you can't afford to just give it a bit of a touch. And Anil Ban is the new man who just walks out to the centre and is facing the heat of Dada. And just look at Dada, he's having smiles all around. Lovely bowler. Here he goes again. And wraps him on the pad, appealing loud is, but umpire just nodding his head says no, it was drifting down the leg stump. And that line actually saves the new batsman, or else this could have been another target, this could have been another victim. There you go. It pitched actually outside the leg stump. That's what saved the batsman. Otherwise it was going to hit the middle stumps. But the line was absolutely missing. The pitch of the ball was outside the leg stump. And that is what saved Anil Ban. Good ball. Keeping low, plays it down to the points. And again it turns out to be a dot ball. And will this over turn out to be a wicket maiden? Even though I believe we have got a leg by. Beg your pardon. And just look at HINGLAJ Cricket Club. They are struggling and they are just having the team under the weather now. Last ball coming up. And this time, look serious, look serious, look serious. Up goes the finger. Adil Dada was damn sure that this time he has caught the man. And umpire was having no hesitation and problems whatsoever to raise the finger up. And Dada, he comes the wicket number 3, and HINGLAJ are 14 for 4 now. My goodness, can you believe it? Just look at the bowling figures of Dada. 2 overs, and he has caught 3 wickets for just 1 run. That is in itself a big performance from Dada. Wow. Just look at that, pitching in line and going straight to hit the stumps, and he was damn sure. And so was the umpire as well. And HINGLAJ, they are not looking in the frame of scoring runs today. Dada, today he is bowling, especially having that length balls. Just gleaming on his line straight onto the stumps. And some bowling, I can say, very hard to play. And the batsmen of HINGLAJ is falling the victims to that bowling of Dada. And what a performance, what a bowling. Just 3 wickets, big up on just 1 run. And guess what? He has picked up 3 wickets in his count of 2 overs so far. That is something extraordinary. And Vinod Bhatt, that is the new man who walks down to the centre with a lot of responsibilities on his shoulder now. Still, I believe Sahir yet to come to bowl, Miraj yet to come to bowl. Just operating with their 2 frontline bowlers, doing some extraordinary and massive job for the team of NCC. And yes, here we find a change in bowling. It's Merajuddin who has been given the ball air to start. That's again a good ball. Just leaning forward and just giving it a soft touch down to the point region for no runs. The runs becoming quite hard and difficult to pick up. It's 15 for 4. Let's see, these 2 batsmen just adding some more runs. And that's why we believe that the partnership has now become a very important role for these 2 batsmen to come up for. Here is Miraj. And a good ball. Absolutely just making sure he just pitches the ball over. And just allowing the batsman to go for those drivers, maybe lifting and playing the ball in air. And on the other side, if you look for the 2 batsmen, especially Vinod, they're just playing defensive manner. And there he goes. Once again, approaching with defense. The question at the moment that might be going through the minds of these 2 batsmen is to play some dot balls. Just get their eyes in, and get to the behavior of the pitch. And just later they can go for some runs. Next ball flicked well, and will come up with the double. 2 more runs to finish the over. 5 gone. HINGLAJ a 17 for 4 after winning the toss and opting to bat. Should continue with Dada, and I guess he has got the ball in his hands and is looking absolutely unplayable now. And he has looked unmatching. And has looked to bowl fiery spell. And a productive spell, I should say. 3 wickets in 2 overs. That in itself sums how great of the bowling he has bowled so far. That's Dada for you. And he now gets ready to bowl to Dilip Ban, who is batting 1 of 2. There is a gully, there is a point, there is a cover, there is a deep cover. Rather, I will take it cover point and a deep cover. And there is a long off. In goes Dada with that left arm angular bowl. And bowled him! My goodness, what's he going? Ah! He has got all the talent. And I guess he has got the wicket number 4. Just look at that smile as he's being hucked onto the shoulders. And he has got all the reasons to be given so. He's being acknowledged and he's being approved. I believe bottomish and straight onto the stumps. And this is victim number 4 to Dada. And HINGLAJ is 17 for 5 now. He's absolutely unplayable. And he's uncontrollable at the moment. No batsman stays in front. And no batsman can play him. He's unplayable once again, I mention. Just look at his bowling figures. 2.1 overs. 1 run only conceded. And he has got 4 crucial top order wickets. And is looking lethal. Is absolutely looking lethal. And who knows? He may get the fifer. He has got lots of bowlers remaining still, 11 of them. And has got all the chances of finishing with a fifer, maybe more. And time will tell us. Anil, another batsman, just walks down to the centre. And keeping low, plays it down to the gully. It's a dot ball. Completely looked pumped up. Yeah, looked charged. Here goes Dada once again, left arm. Oh my goodness, my goodness. Is there a review? And I guess they are going for the review. Vivek Raina, he just looks a bit firm believer that has got the man, and if this is the man, Dada will be having the fifer. Review. And he is very well inside the crease. Even though Vivek Raina was not able to pick the ball very early. And it hit him on his pants and went down to hit the stumps. But the batsman was well within, so it will be no damage done. It will be surely not out. He survives. Dada, Russell Arnold of MCC. A trusted all-rounder. And he stands the expectations always. Doing damage with the ball. Left is that ball. Has been swung well. Has carried all the way. Now just 1 bounce and into the fence for 4 runs. First time we see some relief for HINGLAJ. And the score just moves to the 20s. Now it's 21 for 5. But most often you find T20 cricketer team just 21 for 5. And here at Bharat Premier League, we are live from MS Stadium, that's Maulana Azad Stadium, Jammu. It's 21 for 5, HINGLAJ winning the toss, adopting to bat. And a good ball again, it's a dot ball. Look at the confidence going through Vivek Raina. As his team is doing wonderful performance. They have got half the team back to the pavilion. Just a matter of the remaining 5 wickets. And with Dada really bowling, he's bowling it out. He's bowling jump and he's bowling pace and he's bowling wickets. There will be another single. And I guess they have not run away for the same. It's a dot ball again. Not a good toss to win. Not a good decision to go to bat. HINGLAJ Cricket Club. They've got all their important match at their hands, a do or die situation for both the teams. And I believe there was some correction maybe due to the scoring apps at times. We're not being able to find out the real ball is being bowled or to left. It is the end of over. That was the dot to finish. So 6 overs have been bowled, a power play done. It's 22 for 5. Chamat Ali, Dada and Merajuddin, 3 bowlers haven't been introduced so far, and Dada has finished his 3 with 4 for 6. It's Merajuddin back into the attack now, into the second over of his quota. And he is also trying to pick up a wicket and be thrilled. Dada will be ecstatic, he will be excited, and he will be very confident at the moment of having 4 wickets in his 3 overs. And it's White just putting pressure on the batting line of HINGLAJ Cricket Club. And you can see in the slips it's not the fielder, it's the camera person of Alpha Production of Jammu. And it does reflect that he is doing as a job of a slipsman. Another wide. Second wide of the over. And my personal feelings, I believe if Vinod and Anil just try to stay on the crease, no problems if they just play some dot balls. They can compensate these dot balls. But they have to stay on the wicket and keep wickets in hand. Only the top order batsman, that batting line has been distracted well. And we are up to the wicket number 6 and 7 out there in the middle. Surely there will be no now strong batting line upcoming. There will be tailenders to follow. And that's why these two will have to really prove the mettle and just try to have this good partnership. At times they may play some dot balls, but that is what the behavior of the cricket match is. You have to play according to the situation that's being demanded by the game. Let's see whether they stand these demands or not. Just plays late and plays it down to the backward point, not for the runs. Merajuddin in his second over conceded 6. And he hasn't picked up a wicket, and he is just working very hard on his line, and he'll be also trying to pick up a wicket for his total. And yesterday Anil Chingari caught 2 wickets on 2 balls, and he was once again onto the hat-trick. Second time, unfortunately could not pick up the hat-trick. And a good ball, just trying to work it on the onside and not placing in the gaps. And these two batters have got a lot of responsibility on their shoulders to really come up. And the question is, are they ready to accept this challenge? Need to be mentally strong. They need to play accordingly. And tries to drive edge and carries. And I guess it's gonna go all the way down to the third man region. And this boundary will just ease the nerves a bit. Mohammad Yusuf of Pakistan cricket team was just trying to drive that ball. And this man is having the same style of driving. But all importantly, we've got 4 runs for HINGLAJ. It's 29 for 5 with 1 ball to go. And Vinod just moves on to 6 now with 1 boundary. And has faced 10 balls so far. That's on the pads, works nicely. And picks up a single to finish. 7 gone. HINGLAJ at 30 for 5. Yes, there is an appeal for a run out. Let's look at that closely. Oh, this is touch and go. This is touch and go. This is touch, and I believe his bat is not grounded. It's up in the air. And I can say it's a very, very good keeping and a very good work done by Vivek Raina. May be in the air and it may be problems for HINGLAJ. Yes, his bat is in the air and it may be out. And out comes the decision, he's out. And has walked back to the pavilion. That's not a good way. Oh my goodness, that's a very unfortunate manner to be out. And guess what? HINGLAJ losing the wicket on that last ball where I counted it as a single, but a great piece of work by the wicketkeeper Vivek Raina. 7 gone, HINGLAJ at 29 for 6 now. Summary for you. And let's see who is the new batsman who just walks down to the center. It's Vinod Butt. That is what is being displayed on the screen. And a very, very serious situation for HINGLAJ. And Dada into the last over of his quota. Can he get a fifer? And way outside the off stump, lets the ball go straight to the keeper for no runs. Just look at the bowling figures of Dada, 3.1 overs. Only 6 runs and has picked up 4 important wickets. And is the man who just absolutely created a mess of the top order of HINGLAJ. And is searching for his 5th wicket haul. And the question is, can he get that 5 wicket haul? That's gonna be the second 5 wicket haul in this very Bharat Premier League. And played square and played straight to Sunny. Always smiling in the field. I tell you, bowling, he's smiling, he's feeling, he bats, he will find him, pull up smiles on his face. And is a very, very good cricketer. Just encouraging his bowler. Still 3 balls to bowl. And Dada is bowling economy today. And is a great all-rounder for his team. That's NCC. Slips in place and chips in air. Just out of the reach. And there will be a run scored. Once again we find Sunny. Surendra is a seasoned campaigner, experienced cricketer of his team. Has played a lot of cricket. And once again you will find him always busy at the field, just talking to his fieldsmen, talking to his players, having smiles, laughing out there, enjoying the game well. And he's a very great player, absolutely. And he's a man full of sportsmanship. And he does believe in the spirit of that sportsmanship. And here we go. Dada completes his quota. He completes his quota, 4 overs. And he got 4 wickets for 8 runs. What a spell he has bowled. Absolutely a great and a magical spell. 8 gone. It's 32 for 6. Close shave of being given run out of another batsman, but this time he had grounded his bat. Will it be Merajuddin, or will we find Zahid, or we find another change in bowl? These two. Vinod batting on 8 of 16, strike rate of 50, and Sanjay, who is fresh, who has played 1 ball and has opened his account, is batting on 1. And I guess it's Zahid. Keeper close behind the stumps, waiting for that moment that if the batsman is out of the crease, he will just whip the bails off. And in between we find some changes. Cover fielder Surendra just goes off and comes down to the mid wicket. And we find gully fielder who has been brought at the covers now. Here is Tariq. It's a change in ball and it starts off with a big wide down the leg stump. Next ball again. And is appealing and is gone. It's caught behind. It wasn't a good ball, but at times bad balls can give you some better results. Just look at that ball. My goodness. It was down the leg stump. If he had left it, it could have been another wide, but that is what game of cricket does to you. 7th batsman departs. It's 33 for 7 now. No team will just love to find themselves in the situation where we find HINGLAJ. That is something you would never want your team in. But that is what cricket is all about. Never take the game of cricket easy. It has been called as a cruel game at times. And pull toss! He was trying to sweep it. Maybe missing the leg stump, but it was a very, very loud appeal. And Dilip is the new batsman who walks down to the centre to join Sanjay. And Tariq, it will be popped up. Giving more flight, more air to the ball. And after getting that wicket, he will be confident enough, and he's now bowling very good line. Next play, this one beautifully stopped. He's just bringing his boots in. And I guess there will be 2 runs. Just look at that shot closely. It was again a full toss. Played onto the deep backward square region. And 2 of the runs caught. Good stop there from the fielder. 34 for 7. And a question arises over here. Will HINGLAJ play the full count of 20? Or will we see them getting bundled out before 20 overs? And time will decide the same. Will it be playing them 20 overs, or will they be bundled out? Again, a full toss. And Tariq is just providing more flight to the ball. And I guess they will go through for a leg bye. Tariq just bowling his first over. That is HINGLAJ Cricket Club. That's veterans category. And completion of 9 overs. We find HINGLAJ 36 for 7. They are going at a run rate of 4 runs per over. But wickets column. And now guess who is the man? It's Surendra. And if he gets a wicket, he will have his style of celebration. He has his own unique style of celebrating, the joy of picking up a wicket, and if he gets there, you will find him doing that celebration. And beating him. That was almost a kissing the off stump. Just look at the smile, as I was telling you. You will always find him smiling on the ground. That is something that we call as a positive language of the body. And it's always very great and very, very bonus. It adds to the encouragement. And the other players of your team looking at you, really bossing and boosting themselves up. Lovely. And if we look at the moment, it's NCC just bossing the game. Dada picking up 4, Jamal picking up 2, Tariq picking up 1. Frontline bowlers picking up some quick wickets at the top. And that's why you find them at the top of the game. Just a matter of 3 wickets. It should be a cakewalk, a piece of cake for the team of NCC. And at the moment we find the team HINGLAJ under the weather. They're under the heat, and they're just facing the bowling sensations of NCC. Down the leg stump. Will it be called as a wide? Yes! Umpire flexing his arms and signaling it's a white ball. Another run to the team. Takes the total on to 39. close together. Though Surendra Bhatt just goes for the appeal. Umpire looked not interested at all. A single to finish, half the quota done, 10 gone. HINGLAJ with the run rate of 3.8, they're 38 for 7. Be another change. I guess the slips has been brought into the place. And live from Maulana Azad Stadium, Jammu. And you might be quite vigilant about the fact the same venue where some matches of Legends League cricket did held. And still I can find some hoardings, I can find some cushions on the ropes of the boundary. Those cricketers, legends all over the globe coming here, just boosting the game of cricket, inspiring the young generation. And that arrival of the legends coming to Jammu is something that will really boost up the game of cricket, and we will have more of the youngsters just getting engaged into the game of cricket. Indeed. Wonderful effort. The first ball of the fresh over being swept for 4. It's Tariq who is into the second over. And if you look at his bowling, he is presenting flight to the balls. He's giving air. Is tempting the batsman, but we haven't seen the batsman coming down the track in this entire tournament. We have found them playing onto the front foot. We have watched them playing onto the back foot more often. And these two have started to play some good cricket, even though we have got some extras as well. And the runs now started to count 5 of the first 3 balls. It's 43 for 7. Oh, goodness me, just passed the outside edge. It was too close to bat. There you see, it was way forward. And there was no contact at all. And again, a flighted ball outside to off stump, trying to swing it down with one knee. But no runs resulted. Got some errors with the scoring app on the screens. He was beaten. He was beaten. That's lovely bowling being bowled from Tariq. Just watch that closely. And there you go, 11 gone. It's 43 for 7 now. Surendra. Surendra back into the attack, conceded 2 off his first over. And he will be also looking to pick some wickets and finish the game, finish the innings rather. And he has taken the slip off, not going with the slips. And bowling to Sanjay. This one wraps him on the pad. That I believe was outside the off stump. That's why the umpire thinking they've got ample of time to go for another run for the team. Just getting close to that half century. It's 44 for 7 now. Defensive approach, pat and pad close together in a copybook style, presenting full face of the blade and pushing it back along the track for no runs. And next one, that's balloon up in there. And I believe just wicketkeeper trying, he was trying backwards. And he could not get closer. And they finish with a single. The single has taken the total on to 45 for 7 now. Now these wickets, 3 in number. Can they pick them early? Can they pick them early? That was drifting down the leg stump. The ball got deflected after being hit by the pads. There is not a good throw at all. That's not a good cricket from NCC. Just watch that closely. Hitting his pads, going deflected. And ample of time for them to go for a run. 46 for 7 with last ball coming off. Surendra Bhatt is looking to pick up the first wicket for his quota. There he goes, right arm over. And beaten, almost just kisses the bat. And the luck now seems to be on the hands of the batsmen of HINGLAJ Cricket Club, but it's too late. After the end of dozen, 12 gone with the help of 12 extras. It's 46 for 7. These two batsmen play long, and will they play 20 overs? And there's still 3 wickets in hand for HINGLAJ Cricket Club. And looking at the run rate, it's around 4 runs per over. And this one has been smashed nicely. There is a fielder in the form of Surendra. Only a single is gonna cruise. It's closing that half century mark. Every run is gonna matter. Every single run is gonna play the part. And they need not to lose their cool. Just keep on playing and keep on playing some sensible cricket. And if they manage to play full count of 20 overs and take the score close to that 100 marks, maybe we have a game alive. It's Virendra Tussu. Another change in bowling. And there is a wide range of bowling options for the captain of NCC, knowing that his team is doing wonders, and he can allow all his part-timers to come and bowl. Oh, that's a wrong line. That's way down the leg stump. That's gonna be a big wide. Turns it on the onside. Turns it for a single. Trying to come back for the second, but sent back by his partner. And it's 49 now for the loss of 7, just one short of the half century. And just one shot. They're finding it quite hard to pick the runs quite easily. And just look at the runs on the board, 49 for 7. At one stage they were 20 for 5. And a single to finish, 13 gone. HINGLAJ, they're 50 for 7 now. There will be another change in bowling. I got to tell you that there is a wide range of bowling options remaining for the captain of NCC, and he may use them all. It was a good throw, but in between they just ran through for a leg by. An extra to the total, extra number 14, I guess. And maybe if we look at the body language of NCC, they might be taking it quite easier. Like that, we have got 7 wickets very early. The runs aren't too many on the board. But never take the game of cricket very easy. It can be pretty cruel to you. It has been witnessed in the past quite a few times. There have been miracles. There have been ups and downs. There have been big upsets. If you look at the history of the cricket, especially when we have low scores on the cards, those low scores have turned out to be pretty tricky, and they have turned out to be something which you never did chase, and that's being proven by the history of the cricket. I remember it was India and Pakistan. India all out for 125, and Pakistan could not score 125. Once again, I did find India and Pakistan. India scored 135 and Pakistan could not manage to pick up 135. Once again, we did find Australia versus Pakistan. Pakistan bundled for 187 and Australia could not pick that score, and they lost the match by around 22 runs. It has been quite a few moments, and we can say very frequent occasions where the low scoring games have turned out to be very tricky and dramatic. We got some dramatic ends to the finishes. That's why it's always called cricket as a cruel game. Never take it easy, as it can come quite difficult to you. So 14 gone, it's 54 for 7. Bardhan just conceding 4 after that last over, and we have still got 6 overs left. Sunny, you find him as a smiling man all over. And they won't find him having no smiles. You will find him full of smiles on his face. That's time. That's been played straight. There wasn't power behind that stroke. And he gone with some more power. This could have travelled all the way, I believe. And ample of time for the two batters to get a single. And this partnership has started to work quite nicely. Again, just taps it down to the point. Chance up and out. My goodness. Is it directed? We have to just wait for the same, I believe. Dada was the fielder. I believe he just missed the target by a whisker. Just look at that. Could pick up throw. Oh, goodness me. Great work done by Vivek Raina, the wicket keeper. But I guess that the man was through the crease. Yes, he was inside. No damage done. It's a good presence of mind, just sliding and diving about and just covering the ground. That was a very important moment of the game. And he survives the run out. This time he comes down the crat. Who wants it? I guess wicketkeeper will come damnably sure, and he makes no mistake. And number 8 goes, and Virendra just picks the wicket, number 8. And now we are left with just 2 wickets away, HINGLAJ. And what a great performance in the bowling. If we talk about NCC, they have been absolutely on the money. Even though this wicket number 8, that partnership was working nicely for around 20-25 runs. They did score in between. But Virendra Tusu, and the man just came down the track trying to lift him straight. And he managed to play the ball up in there. And wicketkeeper Vivek Raina making no mistake. And an easy grab for him. And Sandeep walks down to the centre. Here is Virendra bowling round the stumps. And this time straight he has played it. And again a wicket. And this is Jamaat Ali, who is not going to miss those catches, I tell you. Back-to-back wickets for Virendra Tusu. And number 9 departs. He will be on a hat-trick, but we will have to wait. And this was the last ball up his over. But what a bowling performance. And the batsmen of HINGLAJ are absolutely finding themselves helpless before the bowling unit. That is great performance. And just restricting the opponents on 58 for 9. You can yourself imagine how great of the bowling these two are bowling. That's a wonderful performance. And we are now with the last pair coming down. And this has been a phenomenal bowling. Excellent bowling. Fabulous bowling. And even the Virendra Tusu got 2 wickets on the last 2 balls. If this over just gets wicketless, then he may be brought back into the attack and he is on a hat-trick. And Dilip batting on 9 of 23, and Keval, he gets as the last man down to the centre, will be on non-striking stumps, and this one plays in air. There is no power behind the stroke, plays it down to the extra cover, straight to Dada, and I guess they're gone through for a run. It's 59 for 9 now. In goes Vijay Ambardar. Lovely defense. My goodness, what a defensive approach that is. And I was telling you that the question is whether they will be able to play 20 overs completely or not, but it doesn't look the same at the moment. Even though we have got around 4.4 overs left, and guess what, only 1 wicket in hand. And this time appealing, they are, loud appeal. And that was way outside the off stump. That could gone in the mind of the umpire elsewhere. .63 for 9. Down the track he goes, plays it down to the extra cover. And Dada, he's a lovely fielder, and I was telling you that he will find him everywhere he would go in the field. And he has done his job with the ball, and now he has got the job left to do with his bat. 16 gone, it's 64 for 9. Now it's Jamaat Ali. I can't understand why the captain brought Jamaat Ali back into the attack, as the bowler was having a chance to pick up a hat-trick. He got 2 wickets on 2 balls, and ultimately he had to wait for 1 over, and now we don't find him back on the track now. And here Jamaat, that's outside the off stump. It turns out to be a dot ball. Just 1 wicket. Let's see these 2 batsmen how long they will take it. They should try to play the full overs, and if they manage to pick some 10-20 runs, still it will be handy. Let's play down the ground straight to the mid-on, and we'll get a single. And it will be quite a very easy job, just like a piece of cake for the team of NCC to tackle down the score. They've got a fair bit of batting. They've got Vivek Rana looking in good touch. He scored 65 in one of the innings. And it should not be any problems for the team of Surendra Bhatt to come and just chase down the score. was swept nicely and just picked the gap well. And this boundary will just earn some relief for the team of HINGLAJ. Getting closer to 70 now. And Dilip is batting on 17 of 28. They would be loving to get some more runs for his team. It's a dot to finish. 17 gone. It's 69 for 9. Dilip still over there on the crease. He's looking in good touch now. He's middling the ball well. And if you look at the bat, that's being used by Cable. Actually, that's the bat that's been manufactured by the company of GR8, one of the sponsors of Bharat Premier League. It's way outside the off stump and should be a wide, and it is a wide. Extras will take the total now after 70. Exactly where 70 on the board. And still having 3 overs. And it's gonna now change the end. It's gonna bowl round the stumps. Good ball. Just having that angle away from the batsman. Putting extra pressure. Picking the gaps nicely. Timing the ball well. And again turns out to be a dot ball. The bowling has been superb. That's been excellent. That's been on the money. They've got to the right lines and lengths. Most of the times you would have found them just bowling onto the wickets. And the result is in front of you that they have got the wickets, 9 of them just on 70. Again a good ball. Batsman just signalling that maybe 2 outside the off stump called as a wide, but umpire not interested at all. Cable 2 of 9 and Dilip 17 of 19. Good ball again. Coming forward, playing defensive, playing it back. And it's all the time that they are just blocking the balls. And they should try to pick the gaps. Should try to time the ball and just pick some runs for the team. And this time trying to sweep it. And got it. Hit on the pads, and again a dot ball. That's again appealing for LBW, and up goes the finger. Finally, the last man is also departing. It's 70, they're all out. And Virendra Tusu picks up the wicket number 3 as per his total kitty. And what a bowling test tournament this has been. That's been completely the dominance of the bowling unit as far as NCC Cricket Club is concerned. Just watched his ball closely. He found him in front of the stumps. And no problems whatsoever for the umpire to raise his finger. It was a good toss to win, but ultimately not a good decision to bat first. They're all out on 70. And the score to be chased down by NCC is going to be 71. It should be a piece of cake. And it should be a cakewalk for them to chase down the score. Will they chase it down? And how many wickets they will lose? That will be coming to you when we get back with the chase. Hope you have enjoyed the first innings. Stay tuned to Rising Athletes of Jammu and Kashmir with your commentator Baba Nisar. We'll be shortly back. Till then, you enjoy your time. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back. And I'm back. I'm your English commentator, Baba Nisar. And back with the chase of NCC Cricket Club, chasing 71 only. And just look at the score. It's 8 for no loss, and we're just in the very first over. Manajuddin and Tariq just opening the innings for the team of NCC. And Sunil Kumar started the bowling proceedings. It's a good ball. Hello. It's a very good start to the team of NCC. And we are in the over number 2nd, and we have got dozen on the board. It's 12 for no loss. And Sandeep Madan and is just bowling the first over of his quota. Has conceded 1 so far of his 2 balls. Down the track he goes, plays it nice and plays it in the gaps. There is an extra cover. And absolutely no problems whatsoever for the batsman to come back. Runs are coming thick and fast. This time keeping low, plays it down to the point, and easy pickings. The dealing in singles at the moment. Just they need 71 runs and should be a piece of cake. And if we talk about HINGLAJ, they need wickets, and that too many at the top. So far it's wicketless. And the score at the moment, it's 15-16 for no loss. That's a summary for you. 2 gone, chasing 71. It's 15 for no loss. That's the lighting towers here at MS Stadium, Jammu. Beautiful work done by the camera personals. Having these lighting towers, and surely we will get them on, as we've got the women's match scheduled to inaugurate the women's Bharat Premier League as well. Down the track he goes, plays it on the onside. That's a full toss. That's gone through. And is it going to go all the way? Yes, it goes. That should have been stopped by the wicketkeeper. And he was not there to stop it, and it goes down the fence. I guess there will be 5 wides. These are lucky runs, bonus runs. And Sunil Kumar is expensive, just into his second and conceded 15. And you can see into our screens, kids enjoying. And they're enjoying their time out here, making some rounds off this very beautiful ground. Oh, these are some lovely scenes, happy scenes. Absolutely smiling faces, and that really, really boosts this Bharat Premier League here at HINGLAJ Stadium, Jammu. Next ball. Driven nicely. That's powerful stroke. And the ball does win the race. Even though he caught his boot. And it's too late. Just look at the situation if you find of NCC. They're looking solid, looking strong, looking healthy. And if we look at the run rate, that should not be any issue at all. At 30 for no loss, and last ball coming up, driven on the onside. This is NCC Cricket Club playing squad for you. Tariq and Merajuddin just opening the accounts, opening the batting slots, and both looking in sublime touch. And we've got some errors with the scoring app over here. Just 41 runs away, and we've got 102 balls left. And guess what? All the 10 wickets in hand. NCC just bowling nice in the first innings. Bowling HINGLAJ Cricket Club on a just partly score of just 70 runs. That's not quite often you find in the shorter format of T20. And now coming back to the chase, they're chasing at a very good note. A decent start, a healthy and a strong start provided by Mehraj and Tariq. And this time down the track he goes. That's been belted hard. Mid-wicket fielder comes. Doesn't stop the two batters to go across their ends. Another run. And the score goes on to 32 now. Here is Sandeep Madan. Was just keeping low onto the wickets and plays it down to the mid-on. If you are just defending a score of anything around 70, you have to be quite straight with your bowling. You have to pick some quick wickets at the top. That's the only way to get back stronger in the game. But the situation is looking completely different from the scenario. And we're fine. NCC looking dominant, looking strong, and looking very convincing. Opening partnership looks decent and disciplined. And they look quite worthy for the team as well. And there you go. Misfield, fumble, and allowing the batsman to go for one more run. And I was telling you, Mr. Adil, and who is a special camera person from Alpha Productions Jammu, and is the lensman of Bharat Premier League at Maulana Azad Stadium Jammu. And I can say I'm grateful and thankful to Mr. Adil, who just had some clicks of Baba Nisar, who is your English commentator at the moment. Thank you, Adil, and thank you, Alpha Productions Jammu. And half the score is completed now. It's 35, and only 35 more runs to get it, having all the 10 wickets in hand. Working nicely. The power play is working for them, just getting good runs at a good rate. We are getting the start of the over number 5, still having around 8+ run rate. The run rate is not an issue at all, and they've got all the 10 wickets in hand. It's just a piece of cake for them. That's gone through. That's a very bad effort. Even though the long off comes to rescue. A single, I believe. It's a no ball. You can see umpire signaling it as a no ball. And if it is, it's going to be the free hit. The first free hit of the match. Ball, he was out, but it was a no ball. He will stay here on the crease, knowing that he was having the license to kill the ball. There you go, keeping low and bang on the middle stump. Sanjay into the first over, slips in place. Straightish point, a cover and a mid-off. That one wrapped on the pad, drifting down. It was surely missing the leg stump. It can't be given LPW that way. You find 34 from 93 balls. And he got loose from this situation. If he had got a very good start of 37, just needing 33 more, or 34 more. And this one, that's belted hard. That's punched off the back foot. And that's punched for 4 runs. Kept going all along the ground. And that was powerfully played. Lovely shot. An excellent timing. They are into the 40s now. Just 30 runs away. I believe they should try and complete this score in or within or below 10 overs, under 10 overs. It's a match summary for 5 gone. Chasing 71, Nalmut Cricket Club are 43 for no loss. Tariq and Merajuddin just playing some great knocks. It's turning out to be a very piece of cake for these two batsmen, especially NCC. And having not many runs on the board to chase down, and especially with the way opening partnership is turning out to be quite disciplined. Surely a very, very disciplined partnership, especially for the opening wicket. Even though if we look for the captain, if we look for the bowling options of HINGLAJ, they are using as many as they have, but still they are wicketless. Looking for the first wicket and finding it completely challenging and hard to find the breakthrough. Let's guess who has got the ball in his hands. And just, I tell you, 28 more runs to get in the remaining 15 overs. The run rate is below 2, that's required. Down the track. That's played in the gaps. That's gone through. He has given up his chase. And this ball has gone down to the mid-wicket for 4 runs. That's a lovely start to the over. Good use of the feet. It was pitched over, and he played it nicely. Down the track he goes, misses, and he has been dusted. First wicket from Keval, but I guess it's too late. Just look at that, the ball absolutely kept low. Had it bounced, it could have been gone down to the biggie. And he goes off, and NCC lose their first one. It's 47 for 1 now. And you can see the women's getting ready to start the women's category Bharat Premier League. It's another category that we are going to have in the participation. And Zahid Mufti will make his arrival to the crease now. And they're on the screen. They know they are on the screen. And they are feeling blissed and jolly. These are some moments to enjoy, absolutely. That elderly man busy with his phone. And there you go. Everywhere we find spectators just talking on their phones, having kids all around. Today we find lots of kids over here. And this is some attractive visuals, I tell you, here in Maulana Azad Stadium, Jammu. It's all credit going to rising athletes of Jammu and Kashmir. That's Bharat Premier League. It's gonna be Zahid Mufti down the leg stump. It is gonna be a wide, yes. Extra to the total. And it's 48 for 1 now. About the highlights of the first innings. Dada bowled well, got 4 wickets. Jamal got 2 wickets. These two were the frontline facers who really bowled well at the top of the game and just dominated the top on a batting line of HINGLAJ. And then they could not recover well. They were absolutely done and dusted. And that's why it's quite easy for the team of NCC to just get over these runs quite easily. 23 runs away, rather 22 now. It's 49 for 1. Side Mufti gets off the mark. Was a shy on the non-striking stumps, and unfortunately the ball just misses the target. And that's a summary for you with the help of 18 extras. 6 overs gone, it's 50 for 1. Just 20 more runs needed and register a victory. That's gonna be a massive victory for NCC. It's been driven nicely. The fielder is giving a chase. He will be able to cut it off. And we find a new change. That's Amit Raina. That's Akkaraju. Slowly and steadily getting close to the target line. Just 18 more runs to get. And Zahid goes on to 3 with that double. That's a lovely shot off the back foot. And the runs coming easy. Runs coming easy and coming in numbers. Need just 71 and they're 54 for 1. And overall just 17 needed, having 9 wickets in hand for NCC. Works it on the onside. And in the shorter format, when you have put up a small total on the board, all you need to do is to pick some quick wickets at the top, 2, 3, 4. That's not looking the way. Not been able to pick wickets, even though just 1 wicket. Well, that's too late for them. That's played straight, and even though got his boot in, deflected it down to the mid-off and not allowing and not stopping the batsman to come for a single. 6 runs conceded in the 5 balls so far in this. Amit Raina. Let's see what's filled with approach on the last ball. Lovely shot again of the front foot and plays it for a single. Single to finish. 7 gone. It's 57 for 1. Only 14 needed now. All the bowling options are being implemented, are being introduced. Maybe any of the part-timer may pick up a wicket for the team, but it doesn't look. Yeah, that one's been in the gaps. Stopped within the limits, and they will go easily for 2 more runs. Just a matter of these remaining 13 runs for NCC. Chips in air and gone. This is what I was telling you. He could not control and check his shot and played it straight into the air. It's a caught and bowled. And NCC lose their second. Just look at that. He was early for the shot. And he could not control and check this one. That is gone. Anil strikes. And Zahid gone. It's 58 for 2 now. Only 13 more runs to get, and out walks to the centre. Wicketkeeper batsman Mr. Vivek Rana facing Anil. Driven on downside, nicely worked off his pads. That's a good looking shot. And coming back for the second as well. Vivek Rana is a busy cricketer. You will find him busy in picking the runs, picking the slots, picking the gaps. He's a good timer of the ball. And the score goes on to 60 now. Just 11 more runs to get. Next one, plays it back along the track, no runs. Good cricket overall. Absolutely wonderful cricket from Vivek. And he finishes with a single on the last. 8 gone. It's 61 for 2 with 10 runs required in NCC Cricket Club for registering a victory. Tariq batting on 20. He has been there for a long, and Vivek just joins him just for 4 balls. My family also comes and joins the live coverage. They are enjoying the beautiful live coverage of Rising Athletes of Jammu and Kashmir with the commentator Baba Nisar. Thank you very much, Arifat Jan. That's my family in touch with the live coverage. Drive is handsomely, lovely cover drive. Not giving extra efforts to come back for the 2, finishes with just a single. Here goes Anil. Tries to swing it. The ball, after hitting the bat, just went on to hit the abdomen and went on to hit the private area of Mr. Tariq. He's going through pain. He's down. That's serious. That's extreme. Oh my goodness. And he's being relaxed by all of the close-in fielders, you can see, just giving him a bit of a physio. Just calm down for that pain he might have gone through after the ball just went on to hit his private area. Just 9 required. Thank you. And a doing the same over here. Absolutely loving you all. In goes Dilip. Oh my goodness, he was thrashing it. He was trying to thrash, and there was no contact. And a good ball again, just playing it defensive and plays it in the gaps and plays it for a single. Just a matter of 8 more runs, rather I should say 7 more runs. And Vivek Rana, he will be aiming to come up with a 6. We haven't seen any 6 today in this match. And since yesterday there hasn't been many 6s. And can we see the first from Vivek? Not getting. He was way forward and he was trying to drive, and he was no in contact at all. Just time, full toss. Just plays it down to the long off. It's a single again. With the help of extras, 18 in number, 9 gone. It's 64 for 2. Let's see who gets the ball in his hands now. Dilipan bowling that last over, conceding 3. That's way outside topstone. That should be a big wide, and it is. Just easy pickings, a matter of 7 more runs only. Vivek Rana is eyeing for a 6. He's eyeing for a 6. He's a good puller of the ball. He's a good driver. And he just doesn't fear to come down the track as well. And he just sweeps the ball well. And he would love to just come for that 6 runs only that needed. And that one has been played beautifully. That's gone, and that's gone through. That's gone for 4. This man is always powerful when he is on the song. And there he gets a target now very close. It's 2 needed only. And will he finish in this very over? Still 4 balls remaining, and Vivek Rana will be trying to hit the winning runs. Just 2 needed now. It's played once again. Gets a single, gets the scores equal. Just 1 run away from registering a wonderful and a massive victory for NCC, and will just boost them up and will be stronger in the coming matches as well. There you go, and there is a victory for NCC. That's gone through for 4, and that comes from the player Tariq, who stays not out on 25, with Vivek also batting beautifully. And congratulations to Nalmut Cricket Club for just finishing with a wonderful victory. And that's a massive one with 8 wickets, defeating HINGLAJ who won the toss, opted to bat, all out on 70. And talking about the first innings, it was Dada who bowled well and got 4 wickets. And getting back to the chase, NCC just chasing it with ease, with 8 wickets in hand. And thank you all for being with us. And we'll be shortly back with another match from the women's category. That's going to be the introductory, and that's going to be the inaugural match of the women's category of Bharat Premier League. Hope you enjoyed the live visuals along with commentary. Enjoy your time. This is your Baba Nisar, English commentator, saying you goodbye.